Here is a morning routine exercise for you to do, but you don't have to do this in the morning. You can really pull it out wherever you want, but I think it is a really nice way to start the day. So what we're gonna do is lying on your back, and you can do this in your bed or you can get up and do it on the floor. It's kind of nice sometimes to have a hard surface, but we're just gonna get your nerves moving again after staying kind of stagnant throughout the night. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your hands, and you're just going to work on spreading your fingers all the way as wide as they can go. Okay, and just kind of moving them side to side and then front to back. So going all the way one way, all the way the other, fingers nice and spread. We're going to stretch the elbows out. Same deal, nice and spread fingers, moving front to back. Okay. Now what we're going to do is let those fingers come back, nice and spread. And then as they come forward, you're going to make a fist. Oh yeah, and let them come all the way forward, and you'll feel this nice stretch through the back of your forearm and into your fingers. If you use your hands a lot like I do, you'll really feel it. Okay, when you come back this way, you might feel that stretch down the front of your forearm and the palm of your hand. So we're just going to switch back and forth all the way, hold for about 5 seconds, and then the other way. Now, I want you to start checking in with the rest of your body and make sure that you're not trying to use tension in other parts of your body to make this happen. So your bum is relaxed, your breath is relaxed, okay? You're not holding your breath. You've got a nice, easy flow of breath. Your head is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, okay? And just go into some nice, easy breathing from here. Okay, whew, and your arms don't have to be up here. You could also have them straight out by your side if you wanted to, okay? Then we're going to move into the feet. So we're going to do the same thing with the feet, okay? We're going to work on pulling the ankles all the way back, spreading those toes as wide as they can go. And then pushing the toes all the way, running into my chair, as far as they can go that way. So pull them all the way back, nice spread toes, and all the way forward. And we're checking in again with the pressure you feel on the floor. Just make sure that that pressure stays equal. You don't want to feel like you're pushing or more into the floor while you're doing this in any part of your body. So keeping the same contact that you feel at the very beginning throughout the entire exercise. You could focus on just one or the other. You could alternate them. Okay, I forgot to mention that you can do that with your hands as well. Okay, little coordination challenge. Always a good thing in the morning, right? All right, good. From there, we're going to go into a nerve glide, okay, which means that we're going to take one knee, pull it up, and we're going to grab behind the knee, okay? And we're going to let this leg straighten out, and as it does, we're going to pull the ankle back and reach all the way up towards the ceiling. And hold for about 5 seconds, and then we're going to let it come back down. As you pull up towards the ceiling, you're going to feel more tension developing through the back of your leg, into your calf, into your foot. Breathe through that. Don't hold your breath. And let it come back down. Again, as that leg comes up, we shouldn't feel your body slamming down into the ground. You're going to keep the same contact pressure with the floor, with your body throughout the whole exercise, okay? Switch sides. Grab underneath the knee. Ankle comes up. Up you go. Maintain breath. Again, you're going to feel that tension building in the back of your leg. Take some good breaths there. As you feel that work it itself out. Okay, and what you can do here if you want is you can add your head into the picture here by keeping your head down as your leg is up
And then when your knee comes down, you can give your head a little lift. Okay? Put it back down, knee comes up, or foot comes up, down, give your head a little lift. And that's just taking that nerve and just gliding it back and forth. Okay, that's an option. Okay, your neck in the morning might not be ready for that, depending on your neck. So let me give you a little bit of a head and a neck exercise. So you're going to just lay here on the ground. I like to connect in with the feet at this point. So I'm going to feel the tripod of my foot, which means underneath the base of my big toe, underneath the base of my little toe, and then directly underneath my heel. That makes a triangle. So I'm going to find that triangle on my right foot, and I'm going to make sure that those points feel equal. I'm going to find my triangle on my left foot. I'm going to make sure those points feel equal. Okay, I'm going to check in. We'll just do a general scan here while we're doing this. I'm going to check in with the back of my pelvis, each side of my SI joints. So kind of like right here and right here. I want to make sure that those points feel equal. If they don't, maybe I'll just kind of settle in to one more than the other. And this is going to be better to do on the ground. Okay, if you're in bed, might want to get on the ground because you need a little bit of a firmer surface for you to really sense and feel this. Okay, so now I got feet checked in equal side to side. I've got pelvis checked in equal side to side, and now I'm just going to feel in on the back of my rib cage here, so sort of like this bra line area, and I'm going to check in there. Can I feel equal contact there side to side? Now I'm going to the back of my shoulder blades. Can I feel equal there? If not, try to settle in, let it sink on the side that's not quite touching as much. Take some breaths and just let that settle. As you have to breathe to make this happen, okay? You don't have to force it, but you just got to keep air moving, okay? So now we got back of the shoulder blades, and then we're going to check in back of the head. So we're going to check in with that back of the head, and I want you to feel equal contact on both sides of center of your head. Just off center. So I don't know, like a finger's width off center. Do you feel equal contact there? Okay, and this is just a really nice grounding exercise, okay? Now that you're checked in with all those points and they feel equal, I want you to just pick a spot with your eyes on the ceiling. And I want you to keep looking at that spot, and I just want you to change the pressure from the center of your head and start like finding a point more and more over to the right of your head so that you start to feel your head roll to the right. So you're getting pressure, feeling of contact with the ground going towards your ear on the floor. Okay, keep the eyes looking forward. Now you're going to roll that contact from the right sequentially back over to the middle and then back over to the left, keeping your eyes focused on the ceiling. Okay, and we can do that a few times, back and forth, nice and easy. Now, be careful here when you're doing this, not to like side bend when you're here. So you want to make sure that this is like a clean rotation, like on a vertical axis here that I'm rotating here versus like side bending into it. So just pay attention to that. Okay. We're going to find all those pressure points again. Just make sure you're balanced. And then with your sacrum here, we're going to do this similar thing. We're going to take your sacrum, which is right here. You got your tailbone down on the bottom and then the top of the sacrum. And you're going to feel the contact of where you feel the ground on your sacrum. And then we're going to change that contact point more towards the tailbone. So we're just going to let it roll, let it change its contact. And I'm not pushing this, I'm not squeezing anything, I'm just letting it roll. You're going to feel your back arch. Okay, that's okay. Just let it happen. Don't push it, just let it happen. And then you're going to feel that contact point go from the tailbone to the middle of the sacrum to the top of the sacrum, and you're going to feel your back flatten. Okay, nice and easy. This again is no tension. You're literally just thinking of the bones moving and rolling almost on the ground. Roll, 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 roll. You can see my back is going to arch. It's okay. I'm going to take a breath in. Kind of feel that end range, own that end range, and then let it come back. Okay, and then we're going to go into the rib cage. It's the last one. Okay, and we're going to work on, I'm going to change my angle here, moving the rib cage front to back. So we're going to work on rolling the hands. Okay, so the thumbs are going to go from palm up, we're going to go palm down, and then our forearms are going to turn down, our elbows are going to spin around, our shoulders are going to start to lift forward and up towards our head, and the shoulder blade itself is going to start to come up, up, up towards the back of the head. And you can see that as that happens, my rib cage is kind of dropping down. And I could put a pillow under my head here and that might feel a little more comfortable. Okay, and then we're going to go the opposite direction where we turn the palms back up, the elbows start to spin, the shoulders start to open, the shoulder blades start to come down on your back, and they're coming down, 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 and then the bottom of that shoulder blade is going to push your rib cage up off the ground. So it's going to come and kind of like glue itself to the back of that rib cage, and you're kind of using that shoulder blade to push your rib cage up. And I'm going to show you here so you can see what I'm talking about. So when we go palms down, okay, the shoulder blades are going to come up, 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 and I'm getting this like stretch of the tissues in the back of my body. And then when I roll this way, my shoulder blades come down and they're kind of pushing the bottom of my rib cage forward like this. Okay, so it's like and okay. Now, if you're one of those people that can just like really hypermobile in your shoulders, you might not even want to move through the arms so much. You really want to focus on, can I get that rib cage to move? Okay, by just thinking about shoulder blade movement, shoulder blade on the rib cage versus what's going on here. So can my shoulder blade glide and push on my rib cage? Then what you're going to do is you can alternate these. So one can go one way while the other one's going the other way. And you can see as I'm doing that, I'm getting a little bit of like lateral movement to my rib cage where I'm kind of like side bending to one side and side bending to the other side. And this is going to happen on your back, okay? But I'm just showing you here. So this right one's rolling up, okay? This left one is going to be scooping under and pushing forward, okay? Now this is a bit complicated, but I really want to throw it in here because if you can get it, it feels really good. And if you're not getting it, just keep practicing on it, okay? The idea is to get the rib cage moving, and don't be afraid to move it in both directions and to start feeling your shoulder blade be what's kind of like connected to your body, okay? And that's facilitating that rib cage moving back and forth, okay? Make sure you're breathing when you're doing that you're not holding your breath. Nice, easy breaths, okay? And then at the end, just take a few kind of calming breaths here, letting all that air out. Feeling those contact points again. You might feel that they feel different now than they did at the beginning. And I always encourage you to take a little bit longer of an exhale than you think you're capable of. Not that you have to push it out, but just see if you can get any more out. Check in with your hands, make sure they're relaxed. Nice, easy, slow breath in. Good. When you get that nice clear breath, you're going to feel your chest rise and your rib cage expand and your belly expand. Everything will happen together.
okay? But that might be a work in progress. It certainly has been for me. So just keep at it and check out some of the other videos. Okay, have a great day.